Hey guys, so I was actually kind of reluctant about doing this topic, but Karen posted about Robin Gibb and how she related that to how she felt when she heard about Davy's passing, and me and her got into this whole discussion about Davy and the monkees, and it was just really nice to sort of get it off my chest. So here goes me risking how much less of a fan this makes me. How do we start this? Okay, so Davy Jones is the cute little heartthrob with a British accent. Mickey is the goofy one, Peter is the adorable dumb one, and Mike sort of looks after all the boys, but he always has some genius, sarcastic remark to say to everything. Those are the boys I fell for. And I hate to say this, but I lean more towards the characters they played on the show rather than their real personalities. I don't want to think about how I've heard that Mike really disliked Peter. I don't want to think that they didn't actually like each other. It sounds horrible, but I don't want to think about their real personalities. I read about a girl who asked Mickey for an autograph, so she handed him a photograph where he's pictured with numerous other girls who have made appearances on the show, and he says, "I couldn't tell you any of their names, but I could tell you how many of them I slept with, all of them." I read an interview with Peter, and he's talking about the orgies he had and how he would wake up the next day with strangers sleeping in his living room. And Mike went on to do his own thing. He didn't want to be part of the monkees. He wanted to have his own solo career, and he left. And he won't tour with the other boys because he found out he doesn't like touring. That's not the life he wanted. And I find that so egotistical of him. Part of me thinks that I'm trying to pick out flaws in them so I don't fall for their real selves, because once I do, I'm gonna have to accept that Davy's not here with us anymore and he's gone and we'll never have him again, or the other boys are old, and I don't want to think about that. I really don't. And I don't want to think that one of them's gone and that there'll never be the four of them ever again. It won't be the four of them. I'm content with them being these best friends living in a beach house by the ocean, trying to make it big, but always finding themselves in some silly situation and getting mixed up in their antics. That's what I fell for. Those are the monkees that I love. That's who they are. That's who I fell in love with. I fell for who they were on the show. I fell for those characters. It's not Davy Jones. It's not Mickey Dolenz and Peter Tork and Mike Nesmith. It's the monkees. It's who they were on the show. It's Davy with stars in his eyes because he fell in love with some girl that he just met. And Peter being oblivious and getting himself into these situations that make no sense. I don't want to think about who they really were. I love the characters on the show. If that makes me any less of a fan, then so be it. But that's who the monkees are to me. And I'm content with that.